Welcome back. After a postponement due to weather last night, the Lewis and Clark crew treated the X's faithful to a doubleheader in the I-29 rivalry tonight as they hosted the Sioux Falls Canaries. We'll pick up with this one tied at 7 apiece, and the Canaries at the dish. Derek Mabin, he goes for the bunt, but Jake Ortega shuts that down, sliding into the DMs, catching that ball, and now the X's are looking to break the tie, and Ortega shows how to actually bunt. That goes down the third baseline. That brings in Daniel Lingua. X is up 8-7. They walk a run in. Now it's 9-7. But this home run gets hammered to right center, Josh Redwalt, and that makes it 9-8. X is still lead. And check this out. 2 outs from the win. Ortega can't hang on to the pitch, but he rips it over to Lingua at second. He makes an incredible play to get the out right there. And the X's, they win game 1, 9-8. Now we head into game 2 where J.D. Schulten is on the bump for the X's, and he gets off to a fantastic start tonight as he gets the batter down, looking with a full count. And now the X's, they would carry that momentum at the dish as Daniel Lingua, he's up at the plate. He hammers this grounder right at the Canaries, but they have an error. They cannot grab the ball. That allows Ozzy Martinez to turn and burn around third and make it 1-0 X's lead. Now the Canaries, they also get back on the mound and they shut down the X's right here as the batter just watches that one come right down the pipe.